is so damaging, not to other people as much as it is to you. And if you notice, everything about, I've been teaching about marriage, you get to see is you first. Love is you first. Everything is you first. Well, betrayal is you first. You've actually betrayed yourself. You didn't just betray the person. You've actually betrayed yourself. Read. Did you finish it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, do 33.
Blows and disgrace.
Now say it when you say it. So it's like blows.
Blows.
No, what's blows?
Just strike.
What's blows?
Punching.
Punches. Blows and what else?
Disgraces.
And disgrace.
Disgrace.
This ain't disgraces.
Disgrace.
Okay, disgrace.
Singular. Are his lot.
Are what's coming to him. What? Keep going.
And his shame will never be wiped away.
Now, why are blows and these things coming to him? Because his shame will never go away. People forgive you, but they won't forget. And you will always regret. And the only way you'll be able to deal with it is to go on the offense against the person who feel betrayed. You always bringing this up. Why you always... And now you created this whole thing again. That's because you didn't understand. And you couldn't see afar off. You didn't see. This is what makes betrayal in marriage so damaging. Because there's so much going on behind this thing that most people are not seeing. They say, okay, I got this friend. You say, well, I don't want you to have a man friend. And I'm not talking about being jealous. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about a jealous person. I'm talking about just a normal relationship. A man will say, why are you being friends with a single person? Well, I don't want nobody telling me what to do. You'll spend all your time trying to have this friend, and then when you get through, you won't notice the damage that you did to your relationship to say to yourself, I want the right to have this friend. You should have thought this thing all the way through. Is this something worth tearing my relationship up with? Will I like what's gonna be left over once I get through doing this? See, this is what people fail to ask themselves. If I keep doing this thing, will I like what's left? Come on. See that? That's the strength of betrayal. And remember, we're not only talking about sex. We're talking about the notion of betrayal. A child can betray a parent. A brother can betray a brother. A father can betray his friend. And it's all the same. The daughter can want what she wants so bad that she'll do whatever it takes to get it. But in the end, will she have liked what she did to get what she wanted? She may not. Are y'all seeing this? They're so selfish to do it that they're not selfish enough to think about what's going to be left when I get through doing this. This is what it means when it says, and blows to your head. And you're ready to hurt yourself. And you will be always reminded of it. I was watching the news, and I forgot the name of this girl. Her name was Kat, but I don't remember the name of the guy. I remember the name because she was the name Kat. But she took this lady's husband. What was it? Kat Fundi. Kat Fundi. Bond.
Tattoo.
Kat Von Tattoo.
You want to tattoo later?
I don't know. I just remember her name Kat. I like the name Kat. Kat Von Du. So she was messing with this guy, and she took the guy from that's Sandra Bullock's husband. She took it and she was saying, yeah, I did it. You know, I'm happy I did it. And she should. Now their relationship broken up. So all that she did to this woman when she got this man, she didn't want it. And that's what a lot of people find out. So betrayal is so damaging. And the betrayal of God works the same way. You can go out of your way to get what you want, even though you know God doesn't want you to have it. And then when you get it, you'll live your life regretting it. Lord, I wish I had did that. Oh God, if I could just take that back. Oh, you have a reminder ever before you. Yeah. Anybody got anything on that? Anybody got any questions on that? Oh, that's a heavy one right there. These are heavy. These are heavy ones. These are heavy. Come on, shoot.
What does it says? Blows and disgrace are his lot. What is a lot?
Anybody know what that means? My lot in life.
It's outcome.
My lot in life.
What you get,
what
what
the
you're
outcome
entitled
will
to.
be.
This is my lot in life.
I would say portion.
Okay, what's portion mean? Give, you know, what does all that mean?
They're all synonyms.
What you have to deal with.
There you go. That's about the cleanest way to say it. Something you got to deal with. Yeah, you remember, what was that Christmas story? Scrooge? And the guy said, this is my lot. I have to carry these chains for all eternity. And I have to, and shake the chain. And I'm weighted down, Scrooge, with these chains. That's something that's been attached. That's, what did you say?
Portion.
That's your portion. What did you say? It's all those things you said. But when you boil it down, that's what I got to deal with. You can betray your husband and say, well, I don't want him anymore. I'm gonna leave, and I did, and then everything that happens after that is a result of that. You can betray your mother's trust and say, your mama think you at the store. You over here at John's. You end up pregnant, then everything that happens to you is a result of that decision. And so you can say, this is my lot in life. But really, it's just what you have to deal with. And we need to train ourselves and even our children to think more long term, to think more down the road, concerning things. But most of us say, hey, I know what I'm doing. I want to experience this. You experience what you experience. I want to experience what I'll experience. Now, I'm going to tell you the bad thing about betrayal. There is typically somebody pushing the betrayal that you don't know about. No, a human. There's typically a human pushing the betrayal. If it's your daughter, like say if it's your daughter, somebody said, see, I am paying attention to your daddy. See, your daddy, he just always trying to keep you from having your blah, blah. And she says, yeah, that is right. That is right. Yeah. And before you know it, she done did it. She said, There's always somebody behind driving this thing. The devil always sees to it. That's why when the wrong person comes in your life, the wrong things happen. And when the wrong people leave out of your life, the right things can then start happening. Okay, that's another. Third one, and we done almost. Contention. Now this was a little bit harder. It's real easy to see how the loss of trust can destroy marriage. It's real easy to see how betrayal can destroy a marriage. But it's sometimes hard to see how contention destroys a marriage. And I'm going to show you why just in this little thing right here. Somebody tell me what contention means.
Arguments, disagreement.
Okay, argument, disagreement. Anybody else? Okay, well, let's stay with yours right now. Is it normal to argue and disagree? So how is that contention? And then how is that bad?
I would say,
Wait a minute. We ran over here first. Okay, so if contention is simply arguing,
contention is more like something long and drawn out, like strife, when you're holding grudges, and it continues on and on. One little nibble.
Okay, all right. Brooke,
I was gonna say, I would say it depends on the frequency and what you're arguing about.
Okay.
You know, I think in a relationship, especially in a marriage, it's going to be a time where you're going to argue over something. You know, but it's one thing to argue over like a big issue that can have like life and death consequences. It's another thing to argue. Okay, you made chicken parmesan tonight, and I wanted tacos. No, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Foolishness. Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
All right.
That's it.
And the reason this is important because I'm going to separate everything y'all think about in a second. And if y'all know something, kind of doing it a lot. Our contention is not arguing. Let's just, because I'm running out of time. Let's cut to the chase. Arguing and contention are two different things. Contention means to be in battle, to contend. The Bible says contend for the faith. That's contention. Who are we contending with? Or in this sense, we're contending with the devil.
Yeah.
You know, he says contend for the faith, battle over the faith. Don't be, see, people think God has called us to be passive or called us to passivity. Is that how you say it? Passive. But we're not called to be passive. Battle is the natural part of life. Battle is the reward for land. Battle is the reward for property. Battle is the reward for money. We're not over there in Iraq and Afghanistan fighting those people because we don't want what they got. They just use Osama bin Laden as an excuse to go do what they want to do. That's how all wars are. You go to battle because you physically want something. Contention is you want something. Now, in a relationship, what could the person that the people contending, what could they be possibly contending for? Power. In control. Authority. Now, in reality, who has the power? Let's see if y'all know. You said woman? In the marriage. Who in reality, who has the power? He says the man,
You both do.
You both
You have to
do.
come to agreement.
Not because you have to come to agreement. You both do.
No way. I got it.
Period. What do you say?
See, it's why we here.
No, you look. And the reason there is contention in marriages is because two people are struggling for the same thing when they both have the same thing, because the two are one. So listen to this definition for contention. A struggling together in opposition, a striving in rivalry, in competition, in contest, a strife in debate, dispute, controversy, a point contended for, or affirmed in controversy. Contention is where two people strive for the same thing and neither are willing to give in or to get there second. They are fighting to get there first. And if you keep fighting to get there first, you just keep pulling each other back and forth. That's what contention is. When if you both relax and you both agree, let's go together. He said sounds like Republican. Well, if the Republicans and Democrats would figure out that they can get both what they want instead of trying to get either or of what I want. Both are saying, well, I'm going to get what I want, forget the other person. I'm going to make them get theirs last. I want mine first. Yeah. Me and my wife, the very first house we were looking for, we argued over that thing. I mean, we argued at every house we looked at. I mean, every house. We argued and argued and argued and argued and argued. I don't like this bathroom. I don't like this. And the funny thing about contention, the person, everybody thinks it's the other person. I didn't argue. Not me. I'm not saying anything. Oh, no, not me. Oh, no, it was him. Like they said, it's not me, it's the president. It's not the president, it's Bonner. It's not no, it's two, because contention works with two people. There is no contention if two people aren't contending. Why would there be? Because I already have what I want.
Well, with a battle is two teams.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Exactly. So this notion of contention, okay, now let's hit this verse and then we're done. All right, Proverbs 27:13. Now, this is talking about one thing, but we're gonna make application. 27:15. What did I say?
13.
Why y'all always trying to make me go to the wrong verse? Ready? Who got it? Let's get King James. A contentious woman is like. But we're gonna take the verse, but we're gonna make application, okay? Because you can't deal with the verse, you can't make application of a truth without first accepting the truth, okay? So this verse is talking about the relationship of a woman and a man, and the woman being the contentious one, okay? So go ahead.
Which verse exactly?
27 and 15.
Okay. A continuous dropping and a very rainy day and a continuous woman are alike.
Okay, so a contentious woman is like a continual dropping in a very rainy day. Now somebody explain what a continual dropping in a very rainy day is.
Never stopping.
What's never ending? What's never ceasing? What's not stopping? But it's not talking about the rain. It says she is like a continual dropping in a continuing rain.
Oh, it takes so long.
It's that one thing that just keeps bam, bam, bam. Now, most people think it's the talking. It's not. It's the battle. A battling woman. A woman that always contends with her husband is the same as a person who's standing in the rain and in all that water notices one drop. How do you know there's one drop in a continuing rain? How do you notice something standing out dropping on you when rain is dropping on you? This woman, and we'll make application to the man, but a contentious person is always fighting, so much so that you never get rest with them. Even in a bad situation, they will fight over everything. They will fight for all points. That's the contentious person. A contentious person destroys marriages because a contentious person doesn't know how to recognize peace. Getting my way is first, not peace. And when I mean peace, I don't mean absence of conflict. Because peace does not mean there's no conflict. That's not what peace means. And there's some people who think peace means, oh, everybody around me have to agree. No, we don't have to agree to be in peace. I mean, we don't have to have lack of argument. Peace comes from agreement. And I can agree to let you have your way, or I can agree for us to agree that we're different. You know how people say, let's agree to disagree? Well, some people say, I'm not agreeing to be disagreeing. I'm going to make you accept my point. I'm going to keep arguing. Until you, I seek, look, watch this. I seek not only to control, I seek to dominate.